short-term effects. I think it's both short and long-term. The closure of our catering establishments the second time around is going to have double the negative impact it had last year. Obviously, last year it took us by surprise. We had 2 months and 3 weeks closed, and it had a massive impact on us. Obviously, sales never came back to the standards we're used to, and now the fact we're not closed down again, obviously now we're on life support. Obviously, we depend entirely on the wage subsidies the government is handing on. The Minister of Tourism allocated €1,000 per establishment to mitigate the impact as well, but there again, lots of us are loaded with hefty direct costs. Most of our members have lots of direct costs in rent, which can't be really mitigated, and the landlords second time around might not be as kind as they were this time last year. Well, basically the wage supplement in full for all the employees now is a massive help, because obviously before we were depending on the sales variance compared to 2019, sorry. Obviously, as I said before, the €1,000 allocation by Minister of Tourism helped a lot as well. But obviously, we still have certain costs like water, electricity, which are there and can be financed, and mostly the rental costs of most establishments, some of which are rather top heavy and cannot be sustained in this situation for a very long span of time. In reality, as an association at the moment, we are running a survey between our members, and the prima facie feedback we are getting is that deliveries in this second closure, I'm going to call it the second closure, is half of that we had in this time last year. Basically, generally deliveries generate 10% maximum of the general revenue, of the holistic revenue of dine-ins and normal standard sales. Now that 10% is not even being matched. We are blaming this on two different reasons. Obviously, a year later, most customers do not have the disposable income that they had this time last year. And besides that, I think there are more than double the delivery restaurants now. I think in a year, most restaurants have diversified to deliveries as well. So probably if one visits the third-party contractors, there are around about 900 restaurants enrolled on these, which is more than 50% of the catering establishment foothold. Well, we are hoping that April 11th we will be reopened. Basically, in a nutshell, from a catering perspective, this is the second Easter. And when I say Easter, it is the busiest period of the year for most restaurants and catering establishments. This is the second Easter we're going to miss. We hope that the numbers go down, and April 11th is a reality. The more that this is going to span and map out towards summer, the more negative the impact will be on our sector. Many have closed down already. This is something that's not being mentioned. There's a variety of reasons. It doesn't mean necessarily COVID. Some might have done the wrong projections when opening up their business. They don't have a plan B. But obviously, the longer this will take, the bigger the impact.